friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech Guru. In this video, I'm going to compare the under benchmark test comparison between the iQOO 7 versus Realme GT Neo 2 device. So this is a question which has been requested by a few of my subscribers, asked me to compare both phones side by side, and during this process I'll try to check the temperatures as well. That's the main reason why I'm comparing both phones and why I'm really interested to see which phone will be having what kind of temperatures. So next thing is to check the performance results as well regarding the CPU and the GPU scores. And one more quick note, both phones are completely brand new. As you can see, there's nothing much applications installed, so don't think this is an old phone and which I'm trying to install all the applications. This is completely new mobile phone. As you can see, there's not many applications installed. It's completely brand new as well. And even the storage as well, you can see the storage, it's not completely full, only 23 GB is used. Even this Realme GT is also very new phone, so this kind of completely fair comparison between these both phones regarding the Antutu benchmark test. So this is going to be a really interesting test to see which phone will show what kind of CPU and the GPU scores in the Antutu benchmark test and how much higher temperatures both phones can go. That's what my main idea of testing between these both phones. And the Realme says that the phone has got the diamond particle thermal coated cooling system. So they did claim that phone has got the 60% area covered regarding the motherboard and 40% area of the battery. So let's see what are those things in terms of the practical testing. Is it kind of any kind of helpful or not regarding the temperatures? So let's see, friends. And the iQOO 7 has got Snapdragon 870. Both are completely 8 GB plus 128 GB variants. So right now I did start the test and you can see the temperatures in the both phones, it kind of very close, 31 degrees and 36.6 and 8 degrees in terms of the temperatures wise. So very close temperatures between both phones. And during this mode, there is no ultra game mode and there is no GT mode, nothing is enabled. So I don't want to enable those kind of modes at this moment. So without using any kind of ultra game mode, without using any kind of GT mode, the actual Antutu performance we're going to see right now. My room temperature is 28.4 degrees and there is no AC, there is no cooler, nothing at all at this moment. And this is a perfect way to compare both Snapdragon 870 chipset. So one with really good cooling system, one with kind of not bad. iQOO 7 I don't have any issues with the cooling system as well. So right now 14% 32.2 degrees and 33.8 degrees. The temperature started to increase in the Realme GT Neo 2. Can clearly see how the temperature is increasing. Both are completely brand new. So I'm trying to mention again and again because I'll get a lot of comments saying iQOO 7 is old phone and there's a lot of storage, nothing like that. I showed all the proof as well. So 34.4 and 33.2. Try to look at the temperatures, how it's increasing. 33.4 and 34.6. And meanwhile, make sure to follow the playlist which I created for the Realme GT Neo 2. The playlist will give you the complete idea about the device. Is it worth it to buy this phone or not? For the next couple of hours and days, maybe 1 or 2 days, I'll try to upload all the comparisons and we'll be able to conclude, is it worth it to buy the Realme GT or should you go for the iQOO 7 device? So that's what my comparison will be there regarding the performance wise. So right now the temperatures, let's check again. So sorry for this kind of long and lengthy video, but I want to make sure that what I'm trying to do is perfectly kind of understandable for you in terms of the temperatures wise. I'm trying to do my best to show you the actual output of the temperatures. That's the reason this video will be slightly kind of long and lengthy than usual. 35.4 and 34.4. So 1.5 degrees higher in the Realme GT Neo 2. So highest, and let's check the back side. 31.6, 32.33.6. You can see back side is only 33.6 is the highest on the back. So let's check what is happening in the Realme GT Neo 2. 33 in the middle and 34.8. So 1 degree is again higher in the Realme GT Neo 2. I'm not sure, friends, at this moment the cooling system is working as efficient it should be, which I did expect a lot. So on this phone, I do have some kind of hopes on the touch sampling rate, which has been not that great because I'm getting only 300 at touch sampling rate, and cooling system is also not working. But let's see, I'll try to do the couple of in-depth testing, then we can actually come into conclusion. So 35.2, 36.8, 37.2. Oh my god, like 2 degrees higher than the iQOO 7 device. 35.8 and 37.4. So you can see it for yourself, friends, in front of the camera. I'm trying to do this complete video. So just to let you know what is going on. It's kind of very weird to see. The iQOO 7 and Realme GT Neo 2 in terms of the temperatures wise, 36 degrees and 37.6 degrees. 36.2, 37.6. 1.5 degree is higher in the Realme GT Neo 2. Sorry. So 28% right now. 37.2 and 35.8, and both phones are having exactly kind of close to battery percentage, so don't worry about the battery percentage exactly. So 52%, and the battery on this one is kind of close to 45 and 50, somewhere around that, so no need to worry about those. So 48% and 37.4. So overall, after this 48%, what happens is that the temperature will cool down. So we cannot get that kind of highest peak point. So we already crossed the peak point temperatures between these both phones. We got the peak about 37.6 and we got about 36 degrees in this iQOO 7 device. That's the highest values we got so far, which has been recorded in the camera as well. And again, I'll be back after some time just to show you what is happening with the temperatures around close to 90% of the benchmarks. So right now we did reach up to 90% as well, 35.6 and 37.2. Still the temperatures remaining higher in the Realme GT Neo 2. So you can see backside how it is. So definitely friends, the cooling system, I'm not sure whether it's working or not, because at this point, at least the Realme GT Neo 2 should be having similar kind of temperatures like the iQOO 7 device. But at least lower than that, because they do claim that diamond coated thermal cooling system and all those things. But I'm not sure, I cannot see any kind of decreasing in the temperatures. So 2 degrees, there's a difference. 2 degrees with the same processors, with the same Snapdragon 870 chipset, and same 8GB and 128GB RAM variant, and we'll be seeing the final results for ourselves, and then we can actually see what is happening with the results overall in terms of the Antutu benchmark results. But for me, it looks like the temperatures is not cooling down in the Realme GT Neo 2. I don't think that cooling system is working anymore. So that's the reason, friends, instead of relying on the online reviews of others, I thought of testing it myself. That's what I'm trying to wait and to conclude. And finally, the results has been completed and we got highest score 7,24,000. Wow, that's pretty highest score on the Snapdragon 870 ever I got. I did not get more than 7,20,000. This is my so far the highest benchmarks in the Realme GT Neo 2 and in the Snapdragon 870. That's the one thing which I can definitely appreciate in this Realme GT Neo 2. That's very huge. And the overall the score increased in the GPU 242. That's highest in the iQOO 7 device, the GPU, when compared with the 241. And the CPU performance, you can see 1,99,000 and 1,94,000 in terms of the CPU performance between these both phones. You can clearly see what is happening. And the temperature, look at the temperatures, 35 and 37.5, 37.7, as you can see clearly. Wow, that's the highest temperatures recorded during this time, and the battery dropped 4% and 5% between these both phones. So friends, one thing is pretty clear that the Antutu benchmark performance is higher in the Realme GT Neo 2. That's kind of really good, no issues. But regarding the temperatures, it's kind of, I'm really disappointed to see. I'm not saying that this is very high temperatures, I'm not saying like that, but when compared with the iQOO 7 device, this one has got slightly high temperatures, and even with the diamond coated thermal cooling system, 60% motherboard, 50% battery covering area, all those things, those are not getting affected in this kind of testings. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates. In case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below. Meanwhile, signing off and bye.